Yeah, you called a RSTR by accident, but there no dis no disrespect to Acer and all of them. No disrespect to Killer K and them. They, bo- they yeah, you're like in the habit of saying MOH versus STR, I think. I guess maybe you should say like R versus MOH. I could just say MOH versus STR just because yeah, it's definitely I don't blame you for saying that. I'd probably do the same mistake if I calmed that many MOH versus STR, or if I had introed. Because we have commentated MOH versus STR, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this is an interesting battle. You can do you start off with the grunts. I'll do sniper. Then you do rocket. I'll do NG. Are they trolling you on the chat? Oh, good
I
save by
am
sniper
muted.
there.
Hello.
Well, welcome to
they heard. They heard
uh,
you.
all right, let's go, boys.
Okay. All right. So MOH versus S. God damn it.
You can do it. You
MOH
got
versus
this.
R. The grunt matchup is Rugal versus Wicked.
Yeah, you.
Normally, I would give this to Wicked 100%, but he hasn't played very much, and I think Rugal is a good grunt, very underrated grunt. So I think it's pretty even, to be honest.
Google did play a good bit more in the preseason than Wicked did. But Wicked was a little bit active during the preseason. I give a small edge to Wicked, but
Yeah.
Rugal's no under. Like,
I don't think it's a big enough difference to really. I don't think we're going to see either of them take over the game.
yeah, agreed. Sniper matchup is Stern versus Iceman, two veterans of the league. I'd give it to Iceman right now just because Stern hasn't had a battle.
Yeah.
Iceman's looking a bit better at the moment. Not by much, though, either.
Iceman's been turning up recently. He's really played well. He's coming off a massive performance against SOF last night. 10-1 over 3 maps. It's really good.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't think you can ever count Stern out, though.
yeah, it's definitely not a big edge to Iceman. And then Rocket.
Rockets, Lack, and Verg. Which is. Verg is like Lack's child of this game.
Yeah, Lackenberg have an interesting relationship together.
Yeah, they do.
I'd probably have to say Lack has a very noticeable edge there.
Yeah. Verg is a talented player. He has a good shot, but he doesn't hold back. He's very new to the clan battle. He's very new to team damage on in first place. Uh,
And the last matchup we have is Killa K versus Snipes. That's actually super fascinating, but I think Killa K's playstyle, back when he did play Engineer, he wouldn't even det pack hardly. He was just all shotgun, and that might be something that gives Snipes a bit of trouble. But I'd say you'd probably have to say Snipes as the edge. But perhaps Killer K's playstyle will match up well against Snipes.
well, it's not Snipes. I think has a big advantage on the smaller maps. I think Killer K's shotgun is superior just because Killer K plays every class and he plays them well.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Yeah.
MOH picked Jabba's
Oh
and
yes.
and R picked Rebels.
R picked themselves into a very distinct faction disadvantage on this map.
And you know, Lack's so good at holding high ground.
Yeah.
Like this is a mistake.
Well, oh, it's a huge mistake. Every MOH game we've seen on Jabba's, they play Jabba's pretty much every map, if not every match. They've started on Rebels and they've had bad scores, but once they get that top, once they get into base 4, it's over.
Well, Bot made the mistake of picking the map versus MOH, but
Yeah,
R made the bigger mistake of picking the wrong
yeah,
faction.
that is huge. I'm not sure if Wicked was thinking with his grunt or what when he picked that,
Well,
but
you would have thought like Stern would have corrected that before the
yeah,
battle.
very surprising.
But maybe the Rebel Grunt will come into play. You'd hope so, since they do have Rebels. They have to get something out of it.
Killer K got himself into a situation, got dead packed.
Yeah. Big 2-on-2 at base 3.
Wicked did get one kill onto Panic. Snipes needs to take him down, and he will with the debt.
I don't think Wicked's used to having to deal with as many depth packs from an engineer as he will with Snipe,
Mhm.
so that could come into play. And plus, like you said, Wicked might be a bit rusty, and being rusty versus a depth packer is never good.
Snipes is a different animal when it comes to depth packs. He's very similar to Delta in the earlier BFC seasons, not early, maybe mids BFC seasons, with the number he uses, which Wicked never played against. Wicked has grown up as a grunt in an era where shotgunning is the thing.
I believe the map is about to end once
Yeah,
Stern goes down here. Unless Stern pulls off the miracle of all miracles, which he
he's gonna
doesn't.
get taken out, and yeah, I believe that will be about a 4 minute job. And you have to think what would have happened if
You,
R picks the right faction.
you don't. It's a 60-40 advantage for Empire on this map, and then you add in that MOH likes Jabas even if they're rebels, and it's just like a
Yeah.
disaster waiting to happen. And
Base 5 is so difficult to take, and getting to base 4 is almost as hard.
base
I,
two, base two is so much easier to get into. There's so
yeah,
many different ways to get into it. Killer K and Stern played pretty solid for their
yeah.
team.
Verg
Verg,
has to do better. That's bad.
well, I feel like he's.
But then again, he was trying to get up and try to take 4 from Lack.
Uh,
It's tough.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he should like Rebels Rocket. So brutal, dude.
Hmm.
And then Wicked, mediocre by him, but he did as good as Rugal. But he should probably overperform Rugal with the Rebel Grunt, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. The stats are a little skewed because, as we said, the rebels have to try to be aggressive and push for that high ground. But there's no excuse for poor play like that.
Poor faction pick.
Yeah, very
That's
poor.
that's 100% preventable. It's not like you can't. That's not comes down to skill or anything. It's just
Mhm.
picking the right faction.
Yeah. And Snipes did well. 6-2 from him. Very good. Very good
Yeah,
map.
he's looking dominant in that base 3
A
area.
good start for Snipes is very crucial to MOH winning.
It always helps to have a Renji firing on all cylinders from the get go. Coruscant's a pretty solid map for MOH. They like it.
This was up until 30 minutes ago. This was going to be Polis CTF. It was just changed, and MOH picked Rebels.
Killer K might be able to get his foot set here. He did pretty solid on Jabba's for his
Yeah,
first map back since a year,
yeah.
basically.
He hasn't played since like July last year.
And he's playing perhaps, well, it's pretty easy to get decent stats with Engineer, but still, it's like MOH is good right now. And to go 3-3 like he did, I think that's actually pretty solid by him.
Yeah, I say so.
When he's fighting snipes and Panic a lot.
So I'm expecting to see MOH send Panic up to 4. It should be interesting to see how Killer K handles that. And I want to see what R does. Last time R played this map, they sent 3 people through base 2 and sent the engineer alone to base 4. So I think Killer K might have to be dealing with 1 or 2 people very quickly early on.
Yeah, we'll see what R does. It's not the worst strategy to send people through the middle 2 side because you do get control of 5 and 6, and it also
Yeah.
ensures that perhaps MOH won't get into base 2, but you lose base 4. But it's pretty easy to guard base 3 when they have base 4. It's actually not the worst strategy. It's just a bit risky.
I believe things can go wrong a lot worse
You
with
get
that
trapped.
strategy.
You get trapped because, like, say if Lat covers the 2 doors, then you're screwed. You're gonna all get killed, and then you're trapped in 2 and 3 from the get go.
Yeah.
And having 4 allows you to have a 4 and 2 to
Which
like run from.
Yeah, they're not the worst bases to have, but they're defensible. But that's not a good place to be in.
It's
30
really
seconds into the
easy.
game.
It's really easy to just run into 2 though and cause chaos.
Yeah. So I'm going to be on Iceman from the beginning, and he is in fact going. And they're actually sending Wicked and Killer K this time to 4.
Yeah, that's good. I think having Wicked pair up with Killer K could be really good for them.
Mhm.
Your
So
power-
this is actually a pretty good adjustment by R. I would like to think it's an adjustment at least. Sending the 1-3 strategy is okay against a team like STR or Bot who doesn't have an overpowering sniper, but when you're facing someone like Pimp or Panic, it's important to be able to fight that.
Killer K killed Rugal and ran into 5.
Panic was in 4, Stern's in 1. So really the map's spreading out. Looks like we're going to have the bases switching as Lat goes into 3 and Verg heads to 6.
watching Killer K and Rugal go at it at base 5. Killer K is super familiar with the Grunt matchup and what the Grunt would want to do to kill the Engineer.
Yep, definitely.
Ooh, good stuff.
Yeah, that was well played by Killer K.
He uses the Det Pack just to force Rugal to run at him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just point blanks the shotgun at him.
Yep. He's got Panic coming in. Ooh, and a great shot by Killer K.
Killer K is playing pretty amazing, actually. I think having him at NG, you could maybe make the argument even if he isn't an NG main, maybe having an experienced player like him who always keeps his cool. And Fire Hazard can be a bit of an up and down player, and Killer K is so consistent. And what you want at the most out of your engineer isn't someone who will just come out and win one big map for you. Especially if you don't have a solid team around that inconsistent player, if you see what I'm saying.
It is certainly better to have someone who can do well on 5 maps rather than pop off on 2 and do mediocre on 3.
And Killer K is the definition of consistency.
Absolutely.
Even when he was playing Grunt, he was a super consistent player. And you're definitely gonna see that in his engineer as well. But so far, he might be on his way to awards, to be honest, because I think he has 2 bases, a few kills as well.
Yeah, he's fighting Panic right now when he has help from Stern from the back.
Yeah, Stern and Killer K should have pretty good synergy and communication.
Panic gets Stern.
Good kill. That was a good turnaround kill from Iceman, I'm guessing.
Yeah, very nice.
Ooh, good roll
shot. Gonna get it though.
And Killer K actually took 4, and then Panic went in and made the mistake of widening it back out for Killer K. He might have reduction right now.
I believe he does. I thought I saw it pop up. I can't tell.
I think he might. It's hard to tell at this space. Yeah, I think he does. I see it, I believe.
Panic's back, though. If there's one sniper in the game who absolutely will get a headshot when he needs to, it's definitely Panic.
Killer K knows what Panic can do.
Oh, yeah. They've been playing together for a long time.
Killer K has a lot of respect for Iceman as a player, whatever class he plays. He knows, what Panic's most famous for is taking away awards, so you have to respect him, even if he's playing sniper. And sometimes his sniper headshots can be even better than his bodies. It just comes down to what day it is.
Yep.
Killer K does have reduction. He hasn't run into lack this map at all. And you see, Killer K saw lack, and he's running away from him. That's so smart to run away from.
Good awareness and good communication from R so far. I need to check Snipes soon. I don't think Snipes has died.
Yeah, let me check him out. He might also be.
Great rocket by Lack.
Ooh, Snipes takes out Stern at base 1.
Killer K's in 2 right now. Snipes does have reduc. I just saw it on him.
So we have 2 engineers with reduction right now. This could be super interesting.
Unless he picked that up off of Stern, but I don't think I've seen him die.
Increase engineer versus... This could come down to if, say, Killer K gets increase first. Maybe he'll try and make the move on Snipes if he doesn't have increase yet. We'll see, though.
Yeah. Snipes playing a little recklessly right now. He got clipped by 2 grenades in a short period of time. Needs to be careful.
Killer K playing super methodical this map.
Yeah. Rugel's doing a good job making him waste his time with the grunt.
Yeah, I hope Rugel's calling him out. Killer K got increase off of killing Rugel right there.
Snipes is heading toward the rocket right now.
Killer K fighting Rugel at base 1, 2 shots dead. His shotgun game is incredible.
Yeah, I'm honestly... I expect high level to play from Killer K. I did not expect him to be so.
He's amazing with the shotgun.
Oh, absolutely.
He's 2-shotting everyone. It's amazing. Granted, he hasn't run into lack yet, but that just shows how good of a base running he's doing to avoid the rocket. You don't want to run into the rocket.
Interestingly enough, Verg ran from Snipes at 4.
Maybe he doesn't think he can take out the reduction engineer.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good Verg is with his bodies. I'm really unfamiliar with how he plays, but
I would assume he'd be more specialized in the shooting at the ground area.
And Killer K is with awards in 5. Panic is there. Both powers for R there.
Yes. Iceman's just going for Verg right now. He's kind of ignoring Killer K, but
he did turn on the Killer K. I think he got 1 shot on him, but Killer K is going to finish him.
Is Snipes still alive right now?
Yes, Snipes is alive. He has increased at 3. So we have 6 minutes in. We have two engineers with increase.
I don't think either of them have died yet this
I believe
match.
they're both flawless so far.
I'll check the stats actually to see like if they're both without a death.
And honestly, R needs to be careful because Lack has been feeding off of Wicked. I don't think Lack's died recently either.
I think you're actually correct. Yeah, Lack hasn't died this match yet.
Wow, what's his points at?
32. He's on his way to increase.
Well,
Yes.
so okay, so Lack has Reduct too. He's got himself
Yeah.
into a situation though. He's got the sniper and rocket near him, and he is going to go down.
Oh, that sucks. Um, Snipes did die, but I believe it was at the very beginning.
Okay.
Ooh, Lack
Well, wait,
spawned.
does Verg have increase?
Ooh, Iceman with a really
I
great.
think that's why Verg ran. I think Verg has awards as well.
Yeah, he does have increase.
Everybody has awards.
Killer K just got his increase taken away from a double team from
nice.
the Grunt and the Sniper, and then Iceman kills him once again once Killer K spawned
Whoa,
back.
Stern just got a double kill inside of 6. He's going for snipes now, but the death pack's going to take him down.
The Rebels actually don't have a base right now.
All right, Snipes is in 6 and Iceman's in 2 or 1, and Lack and Rugal are both alive.
Maybe
Victory timer is on.
the Empire's the one without a base.
Oh.
Wicked needs to take 3. My bad.
Verg is alive. He's going to jump down into 2, but he's got people on him.
Lack's running to 3 to try and stop Wicked from getting it.
If Verg can manage to pull this one off, but nope, he's going to go down. Rugal grenades the bookcase.
Good nade by Wicked, but
His team's going to
they-
get in. Lack
barely.
takes down Stern. Him and Killer K are going to finish off Lack. Panic's coming, and
Fire
Panic's coming
Snipes
from 4.
Fire Snipes are. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Killer K's dead.
Killer K is down. Wicked takes out, or no, actually, Snipes took out Panic. Verg does get in. Wicked's going to get, I don't know what he got hit by. It's like a grenade.
This has been an interesting course. I believe it's about
Very.
to come to an end here. It
Ooh,
came
Snipes'
down.
aggressive roll forward. He's going to get the death pack, and I believe that's, nope, Stern's actually running to 1.
I wonder if I don't think the space is charged, so maybe a miracle can happen here. Looks like Lack knows. No, Iceman.
Panic's there. Oh, that was a risky roll. And Rugal got there too. So that's going to do it. Got to be honest. R looked okay. It's just MOH looked better with awards.
Yeah, they did a bit better job of bringing that double team on Killer K when they did. We didn't see any attempt from R to give Snipes even a little bit of a tough time.
Snipes just kind of ran around the map with no opposition for the first half.
Yeah, it was. Lack is a good guy. Jumps off the map. Good.
Okay, 10 and 3, good performance. Verg is 2 and 2 with awards. He's got to do something with his awards at some point.
At least he's getting bases, at least. But I think Verg played fine. Stern and Wicked, they're just not winning enough for their one-on-ones, I don't think.
Yeah, Stern died way too much.
Killer K did pretty dang good.
Wicked 2 and 8. Yeah, they need to. Killer K looked very good. Snipes looked even better. Killer K just made really one misstep and it cost him the map, but it's not really on him. Even you look at his team. When you look at his team scores, it's
It was more just MOH's coordination to come on him the way he did. Like, there's almost nothing you can do to prevent dying with awards sometimes. Like, if people spawn on you and coordinate the attack on you, you
You're
just
right.
have to
It's
be a
very
god.
difficult.
You can't expect Killer K to keep his awards that whole entire map.
no.
Like,
He needs support.
Killer K definitely did his job, and right after he lost awards, like, it felt like R wasn't getting bases when they brought that double to triple team on him in the 5-6 area. And I don't know why that
And
is.
during that time period, Verg had increase. I
I believe
confused.
Verg was playing fine up until he got increased, but then once he got increased, all he cared about was staying alive, if you know what I
Right.
mean.
yeah, I
Sometimes
agree.
you gotta stand your ground sometimes. You can't just run like a chicken with your head cut off just because you got people coming on you.
So it's do or die now for R. They want to try to not get 3 out here. They managed to take a map off of STR yesterday, and they haven't played poorly in this game. It would be nice to see them be able to take
They
Tantive.
played fine. The Java's faction mistake was their biggest one.
Hmm.
Coruscant, they played good, but Wicked and Stern need to win more of their isolation battles. I do believe Wicked and Stern were running into Lack and Snipes a good amount, but they need to be able to get some like a kill every now and then on those power
Yeah.
classes. But it's still a very tough task in front of them. And it's an uphill battle from here. This is a really good map for MOH.
Hmm. Yeah,
Our,
MOH is very strong on Tantive.
our picked Empire. I think Empire, most of the time, at the start, I think they get to the bases a little bit faster. At least they get to base 3 faster, I believe. I'm not
Mm.
sure about base 2. I think base 2 is a bit of a tie because like that rebel door over there and it's close. But I think Empire picking that you get a bit of a better initial stance on the other team.
Yeah, I'd say so. It is unfortunate for Wicked because the one time he has rebels, he's on Jabba's where it's not really a great rebel map, and I believe all of R spawn on the same side.
Wicked spawn 3.
Okay, so everybody except for the grunt spawned two side for R.
Lack is headed to 3. He's gonna face Wicked here.
I got
Wicked.
Killick. Everybody else is stacking, and actually Panic managed to get
Ooh,
past.
Wicked great nades, but bit of a misplay by Lack going so aggro to jump on them.
But that's that 1v1 you're talking about. That's what Wicked needs to win, and a good job by him taking that
Ooh,
advantage.
Wicked. What were you thinking? You saw Lack came from you in the door and jumped on his date, and then he immediately goes through the door Lack just came from, and there's a mine there, and he acts like Lack wouldn't place a mine on that door.
Yeah, it's a
Little
mental error.
unfortunate because he had a big kill, and then he got a 15-second spawn because of that too.
Killick was able to spawn at 3 though, so that's safe for now. And you see another R member go down to a mine. I mean, sometimes the mines are unavoidable.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I don't. The only thing I don't like is when you see a rocket come through a door, you have to assume like they
Right.
put a mine there
Mhm.
because you just killed them when they came through that door. That's the only problem I have. Other times it can be hard because you're thinking like 2 steps ahead sometimes.
a well placed mine is very unavoidable, especially on this map. But when Stern died, he just ran straight through the door without any caution. So
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
it's
Uh,
definitely more next level mind games involved. Sometimes he does manage to get kill on Lack close quarters. He's got Rugal on him now.
Iceman did an amazing job for his team getting by to 4, but base 4 is a pretty sucky base to be stuck in because it can be super easy to white it out. There's so many methods you can use to white it out,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Curse you, Trooper. But Stern actually got a double kill on the Rocket and Grunt in 1, so R is going to maintain control of 1 right now.
Stern got a double kill.
Yes.
That's dang good. Snipes got into base 3 for his team.
Verg is there. I believe Killer K is there too. Panic is there though. There's a lot of people swarming around base 3 right now.
Iceman with a good kill on Killer K. I wonder if Killer K will spawn back at 1 to take care of him or not.
He's got Verg chasing him right now.
Looks like Killer K is a long spawn, so he's not spawned in yet. Good kill by Verg. Yeah, good kill by him.
Also a bit of misplay by Iceman. He's got to recognize the droid's there and someone's coming.
Yeah, that's true.
That's another situation where you're just not,
But-
it's like
but-
you're
but-
not thinking about it.
But maybe he underestimated Berg's game knowledge.
Hmm.
Sometimes when you play against a player you don't think is necessarily good,
Ooh.
it can be like some players play worse depending on who they're playing. Like say they see like a name that they don't very much respect, then they'll play a bit more reckless. If you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Compared
That's very
to
true.
if they're playing against someone else and they play with respect, they might do better, even though that player's better than the player they're going up against right now.
Stern gets a kill on Rugal in 3. He's got Snipes on him. Snipes has help though, so he's gonna get taken down.
Right now, the Rebels have Empire stuck in base 2, so R's in a bit of a precarious position.
And Verg is not in 2. Verg is playing aggressively, which I don't think that's really a bad thing. I think that's just more the standard we've gotten used to recently. But it is less defensible when the Rocket is out moving around the map.
R definitely needs to spread out, though. They need more than Verg to be spread out, but This could be curtains for R. I think Stern's actually the last one alive right now.
Yeah, Verg walked into a mine. Base is white. Stern's got a 1v4 on him. Does take
One.
out Rugal, but he's gonna
Ooh.
get killed by Iceman. So, uh, relatively quick 3-0 for MOH, but R did show some life.
Yeah, R played fine.
They're certainly not a dead in the water team.
MOH is just playing at too high of a level right now,
They're
and
very hot.
then R. I wonder if them picking the wrong faction got to their heads at all. But I don't know why they didn't change it once they saw that you can change factions at the last second. It doesn't. It's not a bad thing. Oh, Killer K with a rough tandem.
Yeah, that was a. Oof.
But it can be, if you're not used to playing engineer on these small maps, it can be a bit rough. And Killer K's, he prefers the open
Yeah, definitely.
fields a bit more. But
Snipes played very well this game.
yeah, maybe the Snipes' tandem experience just destroyed Killer K. Maybe if Killer K had been a bit more prepared, then R could have took out a win here. But it's tough versus Snipes.
Definitely. Well, I guess that about does it for us. Thanks for watching. We might be back later tonight with a comm since this was a pretty short one.
Yeah, good one by MOH.
Yep.
Strong effort by R.
Yep.
Good
Congrats to
game.
MOH. GG's.